Hello YouTube! Halloween is fastly approaching and I have been watching the Halloween specials and everything, but I thought of all of them I would focus on SpongeBob this time around and I would share what I think would make some great SpongeBob Halloween watches, some specials and some other episodes. I will not be discussing Creepaway Camp here, the new Halloween special of this year, because I just did a video on that, but I would recommend that. If you want more details on that, you can go back to that video. But I will start out with none other than Scaredy Pants, the first SpongeBob Halloween special, and it's still the best of every Halloween episode that SpongeBob's done to date. It's a classic for a reason. We find out that SpongeBob is very scared of Halloween, all the costumes. He dresses up as a ghost, and he comes across the Flying Dutchman. The Flying Dutchman's trying to scare SpongeBob, but at the end of the episode, SpongeBob pulls off his ghost costume, and it's revealed that he shaved off his entire sponge, and now he's just a brain. And that is scary enough to run everybody off. It's just so funny. Every second of this episode, just amazing. I watch it every Halloween if I watch nothing else. This is my go-to. You gotta watch it. Halloween night. It's perfect. If I get the chance though, I will watch some other SpongeBob Halloween specials too, because they are solid. One of the specials that I love to watch is The Legend of Bikini Bottom. It is one of the stop motion specials, and it also heavily features the Flying Dutchman, which is probably a theme throughout this video. Flying Dutchman episodes, they fit for Halloween. I think the stop motion specials in SpongeBob are always a delight, and Legend of Bikini Bottom is no different. Shout out, I'm obsessed with SpongeBob's flower costume in this special. Like, I need to do that. That's everything. SpongeBob and Patrick decide that everything scary is funny, and they're just going through the special laughing at some pretty scary stuff. And it catches the attention of everybody around town, of course. The Flying Dutchman, he's irritated. He comes to try and scare them, puts them on a thrill ride. And the Flying Dutchman is ultimately defeated by going into SpongeBob's mind. And let me just say, ever since I've seen the special, I'm like, I need to go live in SpongeBob's mind because that's everything. The Flying Dutchman was in misery. I was living for it. So pretty, so fun. It breaks the stop motion and brings us back to animation. It's an amazing way to wrap up the special. And I just think this special is such a delight. The other big Halloween special of SpongeBob that I always think of is Ghoul Fools. It's a two-parter. It's in the classic animation style. It's one of the more modern episodes. It's not in the classic set. We don't have the Flying Dutchman. We do, however, have a different pirate ghost. SpongeBob and Patrick come across Lord Poltergeist, who takes their souls. It's later revealed that he did not take their souls at all, and they were orange sodas. They go back and get Mr. Krabs to come help them out. He is caught by the concept of getting money. We have a musical number in this special that's pretty cool. We do have some fun scares. I would say of the 3 Halloween specials, it's probably my least favorite of the bunch, but I'll still watch it if I have time every year, and it's always fun to revisit. But Lord Poltergeist is no Flying Dutchman. He's fine, but you can't compete with the original. Now, stepping away from the Halloween specials and just the regular SpongeBob episodes, I think the most scary episode of SpongeBob would have to be the Doodle Bob episode. It's a classic for a reason. It's probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, SpongeBob episodes. It's not the most Halloween, but it's such an iconic episode, and it does pull on a lot of the horror movie common traits that it's a fun watch for Halloween. I love that we're getting Doodle Bob and SpongeBob a bit more in recent seasons. Every time I see Doodle Bob, you get a little yo ho I get a good laugh out of it. Doodle Bob will never get old to me. I'm obsessed with Doodle Bob. Such an iconic character. Another pretty terrifying episode of SpongeBob that I would say makes for an even better Halloween watch than Doodle Bob is I Was a Teenage Gary, because it pulls on more body humor, for kids of course, with SpongeBob transforming into a snail. It's honestly a really creepy episode even to this day, but it's still got some good laughs in it. I think it pairs well with Scaredy Pants, the original SpongeBob episode. I'm pretty sure, 99% sure, those are the two episodes that aired together, and I'm like, yeah, good combo. So I'll usually watch those two episodes together on Halloween. It's the perfect double feature, really. If you got time for nothing else, I'd probably say just watch that. Moving on to the more modern seasons, I think a good episode for Halloween would be the Krabby Patty Creature feature. This is where everybody in Bikini Bottom is transforming into Krabby Patties and it plays like a zombie movie. I just love zombies. I think that's a very cool genre, so this probably appeals to me more than most, but I love how they did this episode with the zombies. It's got some good laughs. It's a little creepy, but it really is a fun watch for me, and I've enjoyed watching that this year for Halloween. I haven't so much in years past, but I think it's worth incorporating into the Halloween watch schedule. It's good. Back to the classic SpongeBob episodes, there is Graveyard Shift. This is when Mr. Krabs opens up the Krusty Krab for the night shift. SpongeBob and Squidward are there and they are scared out of their minds thinking the hash-slinging slasher is coming to get them, but it's actually somebody trying to apply for the job. And we see that somebody was flickering the lights, and we get the introduction of Nosferatu in SpongeBob. Live action Nosferatu, just a picture of him just playing with the light switch. It's iconic. So iconic that in modern SpongeBob, we've brought back Nosferatu. And I'll just say here, I also have Squidferatu on this list. They gave Nosferatu a whole episode where Squidward was getting Nosferatu's mail, so they went back and went to Nosferatu's house. We got a full episode of some classic Nosferatu moments. Still the same picture of Nosferatu, just messing with light switches, doing all those hijinks, not speaking, just going around being creepy. It's so funny to me. If you think that Nosferatu light switch a moment is funny, if you want a whole episode of that, go to Squidferatu. It's also got one of my favorite SpongeBob gags probably ever. They're opening doors, getting scared at everything, and behind one of the doors is sushi, and that gets the biggest scare out of them. Like, oh yeah, I'd be scared if I saw sushi too if I was living under the sea. Oh, it gets me every time. This episode is so fun. It's got a faded color scheme too that really just sets the vibe, gives you that spooky atmosphere that's perfect for Nosferatu. I love it. Last but certainly not least, I think I have saved the best non-Halloween special for last, and that is Shanghaied. This is the episode where an anchor lands in SpongeBob's house. SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward climb on up there, and all of a sudden they are in the Flying Dutchman's ship. Squidward gets thrown off and sucked into this creepy portal. Then we're left with SpongeBob and Patrick there, annoying the life out of the Flying Dutchman. They're trying to help Flying Dutchman scare a kid, and Flying Dutchman then reveals that he's gonna eat them. They get scared and try to run off, and we get an iconic gag where they're running through the perfume department. There's nothing scarier than the perfume department. So obviously this is a perfect Halloween special. If you really want to be scared, just go through that perfume department, get the florals, get the fruities. Oh, it's so funny to me. Then when they successfully scare somebody, the Flying Dutchman gives them 3 wishes. Patrick wastes his wish. SpongeBob wishes Squidward back to them, and they use their last wish to make the Flying Dutchman vegetarian, and the episode ends on, they think they're back because they're out of pineapple, but no, the Flying Dutchman transformed them into fruit, and they're about to be consumed. So, episode ends there. SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward, you're gonna be a fruit smoothie. Oh my gosh, this episode, it always gets some good laughs out of me. It is Patrick and SpongeBob at their dumbest, and I'm happy to see them being dumb because it works to their benefit this time around with the Flying Dutchman who's actively trying to plot against them. I was actually just watching this episode right before filming this, so it's fresh on my mind, but regardless, I still think this is the Halloween watch. I love watching this around Halloween time. It's just such a fun episode. So many good jokes from beginning to end. So yeah, a little dose of the Flying Dutchman. I would say this is the best Flying Dutchman episode of SpongeBob. Yeah, I'd say that with certainty. I think that wraps up the SpongeBob Halloween specials that I'm recommending this year. Hey, maybe we'll get a new one next year that I'll throw into the fold. I'm always ready to talk more SpongeBob, so until next time, bye!